Welcome to the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Want to talk a little bit about recruiting, where Tennessee is at right now in the class of 24 and where they could end up. We're going to take a look at some of the top-ranked prospects that Tennessee is currently working on. Right now in the class of 24, according to 247 Sports, Tennessee sitting ninth overall. Do they have the possibility, the potential to end up with a top 5 class? I think possibly. I mean, right now they got the groundwork laid. You've got 10 guys committed in this class of 24, half of those 4-star prospects, half of those 3-star prospects. We know you've got to be able to land some of those elite level guys. And look, Tennessee's in on some elite level talent. I want to take a listen to this clip from Chad Simmons, the director of recruiting at on3.com, and what he had to say about Tennessee as he returned home from a trip to the Midwest. Let's take a listen to this real quick.
One interesting thing I picked up on this trip, I knew obviously some, but I think more than I thought, Tennessee is very much involved with numerous top prospects in that area, that part of the country. Not only guys that I saw, but even guys that were brought to my attention from other sources about where Tennessee's at. And I'll have an edition of Simmons Scoop coming up in the next few days, maybe even early next week, to kind of recapping what I'm hearing there. But you'll hear Tennessee is very much, if not number one, number two for many top players in that area, that part of the country. And I think more in it for some than people may think right now from the outside looking in. Some big commitments coming up starting on Friday with
So that's the clip from Chad Simmons that I wanted to take a listen to, because some people think that recruiting is so cut and dry. Oh, the crystal ball's in, it's over, it's done, it's a wrap. Or the On3 recruiting prediction machine says this, when in reality, I do my best to go to 247 Sports, to On3, to listen to Chad Simmons, to listen to Austin Price, to listen to Matt Ray, to try to put all this information together to get a grasp of where Tennessee is really at with some of these top prospects. The recruiting prediction machine is not always accurate. The crystal balls are not always accurate. Now, if Steve Wiltfong drops a crystal ball the night before a kid's scheduled to commit, go ahead and book it. It's pretty accurate at that point. But when we've got to go through the summer, these kids are going to take official visits, and then you're going to see a lot of commitments coming in the month of July. So stay tuned for that. We're going to talk about some of these top-ranked prospects, where Tennessee is at. As always, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up just below the video. It's quick, free, easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you are new to the Talkin' VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. We're building a community of Tennessee fans right here on the Talkin' VAWLS Network. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. I'm going to be live tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. We'll talk all things Tennessee football. I'm going to play a little NCAA 13. It's always a good time. It's a laid-back hangout here on the Talkin' VAWLS Network. So come check it out, 6:30 tonight. Also, Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time, the NFL draft kicks off. Round 1, we're going to do a watch party, and we'll see if Hendon Hooker's name gets called. We'll see if Darnell Wright's name gets called. It's going to be a good time, so make sure you tune in for that as well. Now let's take a look at some of the top-ranked prospects in the country that Tennessee is in the mix for. We're going to start right here with Mike Matthews, 5-star wide receiver out of Georgia. You can see across the board there, On3 has him as a 4-star, but the others have him as a 5-star. The industry ranking as a 5-star, number 2 ranked player out of Georgia, top 3 wide receiver in the country. I think, we're going to look at Mike Matthews. We're going to look at Ron Wingo, Amari Jefferson. Tennessee is going to get theirs at the wide receiver position. They've already got J.J. Harrell in the boat, and whether they get 1 or 2 of these guys, we'll see. Mike Matthews, this is one of those deals where early it was Georgia, and now it's kind of flipped a little bit. Clemson and Tennessee both in the mix here for Mike Matthews, and again, that goes back to how recruiting is fluid, and you can see there, Clemson way out front, 27%. Does that mean they lead? Possibly. But Tennessee very much in the mix for Mike Matthews as well. Let's take a look at another wide receiver. I'm going to bounce the screen up and around here to try to keep you guys in the loop, let you guys see each prospect that we're talking about here. Ryan Wingo, 6'2", 215-pound wide receiver out of Missouri, 5-star prospect according to the industry ranking, top 5 wide receiver. And again, we talk about these top ranked wide receivers. Why are they not choosing Tennessee? Why are the Carnell Tates, the Noah Rogers, why are these guys going elsewhere? Why can Tennessee not get a top ranked wide receiver. Well, let's shoot straight. Let's talk about NIL. Let's talk about recruiting in 2023. When you're talking about 5-star wide receivers, you're talking about 5-star prospects, elite level prospects. What type of money do these guys want in the NFL, in the NIL world? And again, this is speculation. This is Boogie being a fan, just talking. Let's talk about it. How much money do these guys want at the wide receiver position? Now, we've seen Josh Heupel take a guy like Cedric Tillman that was a 2-star prospect that had 8 catches in 3 years and give him 1,000 yards receiving his junior season. Does Josh Heupel need the elite level wide receiver? Does Josh Heupel's offense have to have a 5-star wide receiver? Or can Josh Heupel roll out a couple of 4-stars with a 5-star quarterback, Nico Iamaleava, plug in some offensive linemen, plug in a couple of decent running backs, and go be the number 1 scoring offense in the country? Now, I'm not saying that Ryan Wingo's not coming to Tennessee. It's still a possibility. They had all the momentum early, and then it's kind of shifted, and it sounds like he's trending away to Georgia. I put out a video almost a month ago talking about this, that Ryan Wingo trending away from Tennessee. But again, when you look at what Tennessee does, when you look at their offense, when you look at NIL, do we need to spend all of our money on a wide receiver, or should we spend it elsewhere? Should we spend it on an edge rusher? Should we spend it on a linebacker? Should we spend it on secondary? Let's say a guy like Carnell Tate wants $1.5 million. What if I can divide that in 2 and get 2 offensive linemen, or I can get a linebacker and a safety? Again, I'm just spitballing, making up numbers as I go. But you got Mike Matthews, you got Ryan Wingo, another wide receiver that Tennessee very much in the mix for, 4-star wide receiver, Amari Jefferson, 6'1", 190 pounds, in-state kid out of Chattanooga. He's a kid that's been on campus a couple of times, visited in September of last year during the season, also on campus back in March. He's got officials scheduled with Alabama and Georgia. Fully expect him to get an official visit scheduled with Tennessee as well. And that's the three-team race there at the top: Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee. So again, you got J.J. Harrell in the boat. Mike Matthews, 5-star. Ryan Wingo, 5-star. Amari Jefferson, 4-star. Can you get 2 of those guys, or do you just get 1 of those guys and then you look elsewhere? Because guys, recruiting changes as we get into the fall. Look, other names are going to emerge. Kids are going to come out, they're going to ball out their senior year, and then their recruitment, their stock value is going to go up, and their recruitment is going to kind of start to take off. Another kid I want to talk about, you guys already know, Boo Carter, in-state prospect, athlete, 6 foot, 180 pounds, 4-star. Tennessee trending all the way here. When does he pull the trigger? You still got Colorado, Miami, Oregon, Ohio State, some other teams pushing. But I think Josh Heupel and Tennessee are in a very good spot here. We will see when Boo Carter pulls the trigger. Myself, Coach Jay, did a film breakdown on Boo. Was he better off at wide receiver or at safety or at running back? Go check that out if you missed it. That was a really good video. But I think, again, Boo Carter, 4-star prospect. Tennessee in a very good spot there with Boo Carter. Let's flip it over to tight end. The number 1 ranked tight end in the country, Jaden Riddell, 6'4", 230 pounds. Again, out of Missouri. You can kind of see the trend here with what Chad Simmons said in his video. Tennessee in a very good spot with a lot of these Midwest kids. He's a guy that has also been on campus a couple of times, visited during the season last year. He was on campus just this month, back on April the 1st. He visited Tennessee. He's already got officials scheduled with Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama all coming up in June. We'll see how this plays out. I think, everybody, again, taking information from VolQuest, from 247 Sports, from Chad Simmons, from different places. Sounds like Tennessee is in a very, very good spot here with Jaden Riddell. He would be a nice addition. We saw what Ethan Davis can do. We saw what he did. He shined in the orange and white game. Yes, broken collarbone, going to be out for a while, but he should be back for fall camp. I'm excited about the future of Ethan Davis with Nico Iamaleava slinging him the rock. How about Cam Seldon out there? We saw that the future is bright on Rocky Top. We saw some of those prospects out there flying around in the orange and white game. Yeah, I get it. I know. I understand. It's just a spring scrimmage. Let's talk about the running back position. Nathaniel Frazier, 5'10", 205, out of California. He's a kid that just visited back on April the 11th. Likes Coach Heupel, likes Coach Mack. Big fan of Alvin Kamara. And that's something when we talk about the importance of getting some of these guys to the league. Not only does that show you, okay, I can come to Tennessee and be developed and get to the NFL, but it also shows you that I'm familiar with this program. These kids have no idea who Al Wilson is. They don't know who Al Wilson is. They don't know who Jamal Lewis is or or little man Stewart. They're not Tennessee fans. They're kids. They have no idea, but they know who Alvin Kamara is. So Nathaniel Frazier likes what he sees with Coach Hype. He likes the offense. We'll see. He's out of Nebraska. We'll see where he ends up. On three has, let's see, USC way out front there, 27.1%. But Chad Simmons, reading an article from him, says take the field. Don't take USC, take the field. Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, all in the mix as well. Another running back that I like is Arkansas running back. Let me get his profile on the screen here. Braylon Russell. Let me scroll up here. 6'1", 225, like the size. Out of Arkansas, 4-star prospect. You can see the home school way out front. Arkansas way, way, way out in front. But Tennessee starting to make a move. Tennessee creating some momentum. Says it's going to be close, and he is scheduled to make his decision on July the 14th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. I think we are going to live stream that commitment for tune in for that. A couple more guys. I'm going to just real quick, you guys keep asking about Sammy Brown. That sounds like it's Clemson and Georgia at the top. Tennessee trying to push and get their way in the door. And then another guy to keep an eye on is Ife Obadegwu. I have no idea if I pronounced that right, but he is a 4-star corner out of Maryland. Now, his teammate, Idris Farouk, just committed recently. So does that put Ife in the boat as well? We will see. But I just rattled off a ton. I don't even know how many players we just went through right there. A ton of 4-star, 5-star prospects, maybe 9 or 10 of those guys. How many of those can Tennessee get in the boat? Can they land a couple of those 5 stars and push this class into a top 5? We need to always be in that top 10. But every 3 to 4 years, you've got to have a top 5 class. Can Tennessee do that in the class of 24? You guys let me know. Can Josh Heupel pull a top 5 class in this class of 24? Hit the comment section and let me know your thoughts. Where do you think Tennessee is at on some of those? Mike Matthews, Ryan Wingo, Amari Jefferson, Boo Carter, Jaden Riddell, Nathaniel Frazier, Braylon Russell, Sammy Brown, and Ife Obadegwu, just to name a few. Where do you guys think Tennessee is at? This video got a little long-winded, but I want to run down some of those top-ranked prospects at Tennessee definitely in the mix for. And look, there's some other ones that I've talked about recently. Peyton Lewis, Tennessee in a great spot for the 4-star running back. Edwin Spillman, in-state linebacker. We're all talking about Sammy Brown. Don't sleep on Edwin Spillman. Talented linebacker. Look, he's going to go through the process. He's going to take his official visits, but he's all Vol. Edwin Spillman is all Vol. I like where Tennessee is at there. Camarion Franklin, Tennessee in a good spot there for the 4-star defensive lineman. But you guys let me know what you think. Tennessee Hall a top 5 class. As always, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the merch, bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. Appreciate the support there. If you're not a member of this channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that join button down below. It's only $1 a month. You financially support what we are trying to build around here. You guys give me the opportunity to do this full time, and I love it. I love jumping on here every single day talking Tennessee football with you guys. But if you can't afford it, that's fine. Smash the thumbs up. Hit the comment section. Let's talk a little Tennessee football. Hope to see you guys tonight. 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be playing some NCAA football and talking all things Tennessee. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.